Welcome to Tush Twins, heard exclusively on MalcolmPresents.com. And I have 5 words for you guys.
Yeah.
Welcome to Dodger Baseball.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to Mets.
Yes,
The
Mets.
one and only.
Mets.
Mets.
We
Mets.
were in Mets.
That was
M-E-T-S, Mets.
But that was the famous Vin Scully line.
Right. Well, pitchers
Welcome
and
to Dodger
catchers.
Baseball.
Pitchers
And to
catchers.
me, I had the greatest Dodger of them all.
Number 32.
32.
Mr. Sandy.
Sandy Koufax, or we call him Khufu.
Khufu. We love
The
Khufu.
idol of every Jewish boy in Brooklyn during
Yep.
the 50s and 60s.
Absolutely. I know my brothers would always speak of him very highly. And
He was tall, he was good looking,
Mhm.
and he was the best damn pitcher in the world.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And so today, pitchers and catchers are showing up. So
Well, that's
that
why we're
means
doing it. It's the
baseball is around the corner. So you think we'd be talking about baseball?
football season is over.
Yes.
Basketball season.
Yep. Basketball season's still going.
It's in the judges now. It's especially if you're a Laker fan.
Yeah.
We don't know what the hell's happening.
Yeah. Well, the Knicks, they're heading towards the playoffs, but we'll see what happens. Brooklyn Nets are in the toilet bowl right now. They lost their 2 best players, and I don't know what they're doing. I don't think they know what they're doing. So, well, it doesn't matter.
Brooklyn.
Yeah. Well, that's all alien to me. So we're going to be touching on alien things today. But I didn't do the opening yet.
You do the opening.
Okay.
Do the opening, Max.
I'll do it anyway because we're just crazy. We do everything out of sync. So it doesn't matter. So move over. Lucy and Ethel, Laverne and Shirley, Thelma and Louise, Betty and Wilma. And you know that Tina and Amy are going out on tour together? I read somewhere. Isn't that crazy? So we should show up and give them a few tush things, So here come the Tush Twins with tales of friendship from Brooklyn and beyond. Yes, that's us. Maxine Faith, which is me. Paula Rose, Rusty, Redhead. We'll bring you through our 60+ years of friendship with fun and drama and joy and unabashed platonic love. We're taping a day after Valentine's Day. So I hope everyone had their Valentine moments.
I'm only along for the ride.
You're only along for the ride. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but in any event, we take you through our journey every week with some zany topic or a topic that winds up to be zany, and it just adds to our journey. So, the bottom line is we know each other so long, our atomic particles have been joined at the tush. So I'm gonna just read a lyric because it kind of is.
I have a question for you guys. If you're conjoined by the tush, how do you sit?
We figure it out.
Okay.
In a weird way.
Excuse me, talking aliens. I'm from Ork. I sit on my head.
That's right. That's right.
And that's true.
Right, Milk and Mindy.
I'm from Ork. We're talking about aliens.
And we're gonna talk. Well, there's been some things in the news lately. There's been
Really?
There's these things up in the air. One of them was this balloon from China, and then 3 other things that were literally shot down by the U.S. military, and they are really not saying a lot about it. So it kind of brought to mind a lot of different things in terms of things that we used to talk about alien nature when we used to watch. There's some amazing movies from the 50s and 60s and TV shows and Area 51 and all these things that kind of conjoin when we're talking about what's going on. And when they asked if it was aliens, the military, they didn't. That was my favorite Martian, right? Right. He used to come up,
Yeah.
Uncle, my favorite Martian.
Uncle Martin.
Uncle Martin, was up there. Lost in Space had Robinsons, and it had the doctor.
Danger. Dr.
Danger
Smith.
Will Robert, the robot, and Danger Will, and yeah. So there's a lot of things that bring that the TV and radio. Remember War of the Worlds? That was in 1938. Orson Welles on a, I think it was the day before Halloween or Halloween Eve or something, and scared the virtual crap out of everyone because it was broadcast on CBS. So the thing is, people are now wondering what the current thing is all about. Like, what is really happening and why aren't they telling us what's happening? So we can only kind of deduce that, we're in the Twilight Zone, which was another good show. Another really good show back in the day. Rod Sterling, he was fantastic in thinking up all these stories, So it's just at this point we have to figure out what is actually going on. But since no one's telling us, we have to maybe think to ourselves what's going on. So what do you think's going on? And
What's going on?
You
What's
think it's
going on?
aliens?
What's
I mean,
going on?
to me, when the balloon was going up, I started thinking of the fifth dimension. Maybe we're going into a fifth dimension, up and away. Would you like to ride in my beautiful balloon?
This is the aging of the age of Aquarius.
Yeah, no, they
This
did
is
that,
the
but they also
morning
did
of the age.
up and
Yeah.
away. Up
Up
and
and
away
away
in my
my
beautiful balloon. Yeah.
my
Would you like to ride in my beautiful balloon? We can float among the stars together, you and I. And but think of balloon. It's in the news every day. So when I'm reading it, I'm thinking up and away. Where's the fifth dimension? They should be playing that song the whole time. If they're going to do a news program, bring it in with the fifth dimension. Because that to me was, it says we can sing a song and sail along the silver sky, and we can fly.
Oh, we can fly.
Yeah, we can fly.
We
So
can
it's
fly.
yes, key change. So there's a lot out there, and the question is, what's out there? The question is, what do we do? There's like
Xenomorph.
xenomorph.
Do you know what a xenomorph is?
No, what's a xenomorph? She's looking up xenomorphs.
No, I knew this, but
is that a Jeopardy
xenomorph-
question?
no, it's an asexual alien. It means xeno is a form of weird forms and morphing into this weird section. So it's like they're weird. They're aliens. Xenomorphs are the word for aliens.
Xenomorphs. I don't know.
Aliens. Yeah, well, actually, there's something xenophobia, which is afraid of anything alien.
Well, I'm gonna get off because I'm looking at both of you and I'm afraid. You must be aliens. But there's a lot of things going on, and
Xeno means foreign or strange. That's what it is. Foreign or strange, and morph is a person or a thing. So it's a strange thing.
Well, that's what the Republicans, they claim the Republicans are xenophobic because they're afraid of aliens. They're afraid of people from outside the country.
They're
afraid of everything.
Afraid of their own shadow. Yeah, it's I don't even want to start, but
I prefer to go back to baseball.
What? Well, that is the side topic. It's not the actual topic.
No, but actually, the talk. Do you think that there are aliens? I mean, aside from fooling around, do you think that there are people inhabit other planets that come to visit us?
It might not be people. It could be a form.
I mean, life forms that have intelligence.
Well, I mean, there's billions of stars, and when you look at the Earth, when they show you pictures of where the Earth is in the Milky Way, and it's just this star that it's an unassuming thing. Like, who would even know what's on there? Because it just looks like all the other ones. And what would bring life to here that they would actually come to look at us? I mean, there has to be some form of life. Intelligent life? Are we the epitome of the intelligent life? Because right now we're not very intelligent. but who? I mean, I don't know. Do you believe in I don't know. Do
There
you believe?
has to be another, we can't be the only people existing in this
Or the
universe.
only intelligent life form.
I wouldn't
There's
call us intelligent, let's not go that far.
yeah,
But
there's an old movie. What's the old movie? No, not Invasion of the Planets. It's one Michael
Forbidden?
Renee. The Day the
Oh,
Earth Stood Still
there's
Oh, the day
still,
the earth stood
with
still.
Michael
that
Yeah.
was
Renee
the
and Patricia
original
O'Neill.
Robbie the Robot.
Yep.
Into Blotto.
Yeah,
Right. That was
and
the
basically
original.
the theory was Michael Renee was sent here to Earth to warn the Earthlings, the Earth people, that we are a hostile people, that we fight too much, and that it was fine. They were observed by the foreign planets, which was fine before they could come out into space. But now that we are going out into space, we can bring all this hostility to other
Right.
planets. And if we continue
Mhm.
doing what we're doing, the other planets will destroy us.
Right. Well,
Well, isn't that what Russia is? It's
No.
just trying to destroy everyone.
well, but
Yeah, but
they're
that's
not
true.
from another. Well, there
Sometimes you
are.
think they are.
Well, yeah,
Well,
because
not getting into politics, but
at
it's
this point, it keeps repeating itself.
we don't know
It
what's
just.
happening.
But what the thing is, what are people thinking now with all these we I don't ever remember this where we would go, fly and just shoot these things out of the air. It's it's like a video game almost. And without any real information other than the balloon that they got, the Chinese balloon, which seems to obviously be some sort of they're looking for things.
But the question is, what do you want our government to do, or any government, if there is a balloon in their airspace? That airspace belongs to whoever country it is.
well,
And
there's
now
clearly.
with the sophistication of spyware, who the hell knows what it's doing?
Well, that's the thing. We don't know what it's doing. And I think the big problem is it's in civilian airspace. It's in space that could do harm if it collides with a commercial jetliner. It's not like they're 70,000 feet up. This was like 40,000. And that's dangerous. Aside from the capability to spy and to cull information, and that's something that they're picking up in the debris from the the one that they blew up over the near South Carolina, I believe. But
Yeah,
it's
they
just
knocked out of South Carolina.
right. So that to me, at that there's something legitimate, because it was flying lower than it should have been, and it was a clear and present danger to commercial
United
aviation.
States.
Yeah, but
Mhm.
I mean, my question would be if China or Russia, whoever, would be spying on us with a balloon. Why a balloon? First of all, as the stories come out, we are spying on them and they are spying on us 24/7.
But
I mean,
what
we have the
that was
satellites.
stupid. That was very stupid of them. They thought it was higher up, and they said it
Well, they
was
claim
a
it's a
weather
weather
balloon.
balloon. That's horse pucky, and they know it, and they're trying to spin it around the other way. I guess they felt that the balloon, people would think it is a weather balloon and just leave it alone. And I'm sure they left a lot of things alone because they didn't, right now NORAD has tweaked, the system. So now they were kind of let this stuff pass through, but now it became more sensitive. So now they're picking up all these things, that are flying where they shouldn't be, and that they're impinging on commercial airspace. So that's a big problem. I mean, what do? You let that happen?
You can't let
No.
that happen. But then, and what do you do? What other choices do you have but shoot it down?
I think I have the answer.
What is that?
Okay, pray tell.
The attack of the 50-foot woman. I think. Because listen, if you get a lot of 50-foot women, they're in deep trouble, because the plot of that movie,
I remember that.
50-foot woman, I'm going to read this because I have to. Enduring her life as an abused socialite with an unfaithful husband, Nancy's troubles grow inside after an alien encounter that causes her to grow 50 feet tall. Unable to consolidate the marriage with her philandering husband, the troubled woman wreaks havoc on the city and ultimately resorts to using her amassed size to her strength by seeking revenge on the man who caused her so much pain. So, if we have
Great movie.
we have I loved it. And then and it's the
Great.
woman, 50-foot woman portrayed a mistreated woman who, despite her monstrous acts, earns the audience's sympathies, just like the Gill Man and the creature of the Black Lagoon. And what was that other movie recently that won an Oscar? The same thing. He was in the bathtub.
With the water for something for water.
Right.
I never saw it.
Yeah, I have to see that. It's supposed to be similar to, he takes
I
it
tried.
from like
I tried to
Gilman.
watch it. I couldn't.
Oh, you couldn't watch it. Yeah, I didn't
watch
even
it.
try. But
I don't know how
think,
it won. Sorry, I don't know how it won.
but it won something. It won some. I don't
Won the
think it won
Academy Award.
The Academy
I know
Award.
It won, yeah, I know it won the Academy Award. I'm aware.
You said
But
it won something. It did.
it won Academy Awards. But Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. We're talking about how would we deal with this? And to me, just put the 50-foot woman, make a chain, make a ladder of them. And if the balloon comes, take a pin out of your hat and go. that ought to get it.
But now, on a more serious vein, do you think that there are aliens in outer space? Do you think is an Uncle Martin, like my favorite Martian? Do you think there's some
Starman?
There's a Mork from the planet Ork?
Yeah, there could be.
I mean, why not? Why make, as we said before, why make us so special that there's no other Well, you debate on intelligent, but there's no other intelligent life forms. They're sending these telescopes out,
right? The James
and
Webb
you
telescope.
see how many stars there are, and
billions,
each of those stars are as big as our sun.
It's
or
kind
bigger.
of
I think our sun is sort
mind-boggling.
of small.
But
there
then
has
again,
to be other planets. There has to be more life forms somewhere else. I believe in that. I really
think
do.
there are
I think
other
there
life
are.
forms. I just don't know what form of life. And considering
Right.
the Earth is 4.4 billion years old. So how old? And it took billions of years
and big
for
bangs
us to, come about in this chain. So these planets, I don't know the age of we're just not sophisticated to be traveling and traveling light years, and like you watch Star Trek or Star Wars.
Captain Kirk could do it, and Jean Picard. Come on.
I don't know.
Well, I think people don't have any conception of what a light year is.
No, they have no idea of
A light
any
year
of
is
that.
how far light travels in a year.
Right.
So,
and I think light travels, but I'm going back to high school biology or science. I think it was 186,000 miles per second.
Right, per second, which is amazing if you think about it.
So can you imagine?
I can't imagine it. It's
nope.
There has to be something out there, though.
Hey
there
guys, you do your show. I have a knocking at the office. To continue, I'm gonna.
All right, just say nothing.
Talks amongst ourselves.
We'll talk amongst ourselves. Hey, that
Malcolm,
he's a pain in the butt. He has to get off, and he just.
No, okay.
All right.
I guess
there he is.
Is it knock at the door? Is it the Culligan man?
There's a knock at the door. I think it's
call the Culligan man.
I think it's the aliens. You guys talk amongst each other.
It is the alien. Maybe the Ant-Man.
That's just gonna say the ants.
You guys have a close. You have a close up of the camera. You can't see me.
What? Right.
On camera.
Oh, you just went light years out.
Yep.
You just Star
I see your
Trekked
shirt.
But our audience really can't see me.
We see your underwear.
We see you.
I don't know.
Max, I really believe there is something, but it's not in our lifetime, and I don't think it's in our galaxy.
No, there could be something in our galaxy, but even that,
Alpha Centauri.
I don't know if we, the Milky Way. The only thing I know is right now is the candy bar. I mean, we have the Milky Way.
I'm enjoy.
I just don't know. It's just like, what do you possibly, Well,
Well, let's listen. He's talking to an
no, no,
alien.
I'm like you're having a conversation. Hey, Zippy, what are you doing?
Take care, Joe. Go there because
Shalom.
I'm gonna peace out in about a minute, and we'll both just
Bye,
leave.
bye, Coco.
When he comes back,
Bye.
he won't see us. We just heard your entire conversation.
Oh, did you?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, we did.
Oh, the microphone is really.
We heard your
Everything.
conversation. I mean, unless it was a sponsor.
No, I didn't think the mic was so sensitive. No, what it is
What?
I do the show at home, as you know,
Yes, so do
Really?
I.
So do we. So do we both.
and
If someone comes to my door while I'm doing a podcast, guess
no,
what?
my
They're just
son was here
waiting
with
at the
his
door.
my son was here with his pit bull.
Oh.
Oh, dear baby.
Yeah, so he was
You should put the
leaving. I
pit
thought he
bull
was
son
going to
on
be
the-
here, but he was doing
So-
his work. In fact, I had to switch offices.
Oh.
I had to
Ah,
take this whole office into another room and out of my office because he came in and he works from his home, a lot like Elon, like your son, with his
Right.
computer. But they were fumigating his house, so he came
ah.
here to work.
Okay. So now he's
So
now
he
this
knocked on the
story
door, and I
is
found
the
out,
Tush twins.
and
don't
it
even know how to
interrupted our
bring-
show. But this is so informal and unscripted.
It is unscripted, even though we have notes. There
Yeah.
are notes.
Well, we never go to the notes. I mean, you're the only
I
one that has
never look
notes.
at the notes. I don't care about no stinking notes.
Right.
just
But then
care
if there's
about
no notes, I can't bring up
yes.
things that you are going to talk about.
Yeah,
You know?
Max, you're the linchpin of the whole group. You
I'm
bring
the
our notes.
latchpin. I'm the crazy. So the question then is, so now we have the balloons and we have the UFOs, and do we have life anywhere? We don't know. Is the Earth flat? People think it is.
Well, that's Kyrie Irving.
I mean,
He thinks the
whatever.
Earth is flat.
I know. Well, there's a
And
lot of
what's that,
people.
Kyrie?
I just read an article from what's his name, Neil Tyson.
Neil deGrasse
whatever
Tyson.
his
Neil
Tyson.
deGrasse Tyson.
He does not think these are aliens. He does not think we're going to see aliens in our lifetime.
Yeah, well, that's him.
That's because maybe he's an alien and he's trying to dispel the theories.
I like him.
I don't know. He's pretty up there.
Well,
He's
have
a
you ever-
Bronx. He's a Bronx boy too.
He's a Bronx boy.
Yes, he is, and
He's
I
a
like
Bronx
him.
boy.
I watch all
Bronx High
his
School of Science,
specials.
by any
He
chance?
went to
Yes.
Bronx. Yes, he went to Bronx High
Yes.
School of Science. He
I,
did.
where I live in the city, you live in the city, but you go out on a boat or go into the desert, and on
Right?
a clear night, look up in the sky, and you're amazed by how many stars there are, and it's
Mhm.
not where you're looking through the microphone by the
Microscope.
telescope,
Telescope.
but you're looking up, and as I said before, each of those stars have planets around them. Each of those stars are suns. Some of them may not even be in existence anymore because it
Because
No,
they're
takes
because
exploding.
they go poof.
it takes so many millions of years for
Well, that's what I
the
said.
light to
The
go.
Earth
But here is something you should all know. I love looking at the stars because where I am is very, very, very dark at night. And there's no light anywhere except for the stars. You could tell, people go, oh my God, did you see that giant star? It's just glowing. It's not a star, it's a satellite. We have a bunch of, if you see
Right.
a thing that you think is a star
And it could be
just
the
standing
space
still,
Station
and
too.
standing still, and it's not moving, and it's not glittering like the other stars, it's a satellite.
Or again, it's
Or
the
kind of
space
a space
station.
station. I see
Yeah,
them
you could
every
go
single
online.
night. It's wonderful.
You could
I
go
love watching it.
online and see where the orbit is and if it's in your viewing area. And I know
see
when
them in the falling stars.
we would go to Canandaigua when we go to the lake with our friends, you know who, our good buddies,
Mhm.
Al and Christy. They knew when the space station was coming through, and we were able to see it like over the lake.
Cool.
It was
I
so
probably
cool.
had seen it many times because you could see these things going by,
And,
and you can
pretty
see
cool.
it's moving.
Right.
yeah, and do you realize all these satellites are equipped with a spyware that
Yes, they are.
they could hone in on an area and get conversations
Yeah.
going
Well,
on. and they
listen,
could
I
see
would like
people.
everyone to listen to me, whoever's listening to us, including us. When you see
Including
a
us.
satellite in one day, we all should go outside, pull our pants down and moon them.
And moon them, huh?
You
We should
Moon
have a
them till we
giant
don't
mooning
moon.
ceremony.
you don't think people are doing that?
We can moon
Oh,
the balloon.
Maxine
We
and I
can moon the
moon.
balloons.
Moon
And
the
that
balloon.
rhymes. Moon the
I've
balloon.
mooned many people. I think that we should do this to the outer space aliens.
I've
Okay.
mooned people.
Now my next question is,
Uh-oh.
Yes.
going into the religious philosophy, is
Yes.
God the ruler, or is that the same God in all the worlds throughout the universe?
Uh,
I don't know if she thinks she is.
I can't even believe that. I would say from a spiritual perspective, it's whatever you feel comfortable thinking. I can't imagine thinking that there's an actual physical God. It's not a supreme being.
Well, a spiritual God.
There's a spiritual God, but there's a spiritual
Everyone has their own.
feeling. I can't, I can't say in a general sense if there's a God ruling the universe. The universe is so vast. I mean, how would that even occur?
Well,
So
I'm a bit, because it's God.
well, maybe he's in area, or she is in area 51.
I said she just doesn't think she's the god of all.
I mean, we
She
got
thinks she's the god of whoever.
well, there's lots of thought that people thought that there were aliens in Area 51.
Well, there's
because
supposed to be spaceships that were
Well,
knocked
but
down.
also I mean, there's a base there. There's a military base.
Yes, the military base.
And they fly prototypes of things. So what you could be looking at is ours. It's
true.
Right. So you don't know. And then the whole place there, well, not the base itself, but the surrounding area is all dedicated to Area 51, the alien diner. The McDonald's there is shaped kind of like a spaceship. I mean, there was a picture of a McDonald's that looks almost like it could be a flying saucer. So they have museums, and they have, everything is Area 51 and t-shirts.
It's commercialized.
It's commercialized, but there's stuff going on there because there is a military base, and they do fly prototypes there. So who knows?
Maxine, behind you, you have a picture of Star Wars.
I do.
Yes.
Right there. Behind my
But
head.
I have a picture of Pluto. Hold it. I'm taking you to see Pluto.
Or is it Goofy?
Take us to Pluto.
I knew it was
Pluto.
I knew. That's why I said Goofy, right?
But it's Pluto.
But I still have my groundhog.
My groundhogs are still downstairs on the mantle. They stayed
Mine-
till March 1st.
He's a Met fan. So so I don't know.
That's why he looks so sad.
Oh,
Catch up.
the Mets won 101 games last year. Don't talk
Yeah,
to
but they
me.
didn't win the games that counted.
They
We
didn't.
know.
Did the Dodgers?
Dodgers didn't win it either.
Okay, shut up.
But you know
That's what I was
something.
gonna
When I was a teenager, and I rooted
You were
for the
a
Brooklyn,
teenager? I can't
and
even
I
imagine
rooted
you
for
a teenager.
for the Brooklyn Dodgers,
Right.
which
Yeah.
ages me. But in those days, the ball players made like a salary, a normal salary,
Mhm.
and most of them had jobs during the off season. I remember Casey
They all
Stengel
had to.
was a vice president of a bank in Glendale. He was a manager of the Yankees. The Dodgers, sold cars in local in
Dealerships.
Brooklyn auto lots. They all needed to make the extra money. Now, when a
Mhm.
ball player, whether it be baseball, football, or
Basketball,
Basketball.
hockey.
basketball, when they're making $15 million a year,
Mhm.
like with a
It's
10
not there.
with a 10-year contract, they're making $500 million. So so big deal. They have to give 20% away or 30% away to an agent.
Taxes. Yeah.
Well, taxes,
and
agents,
taxes.
whatever.
Right.
But that's a lot of money.
Is it?
What they should be doing is giving it to some kids that need food. I'm still into that. Sorry.
Well, some of
Well,
them do.
I'm
I
sure
mean,
there are many players that are very philanthropic.
some
So
of them
I'm
give.
so I'm not gonna
No, a
say
lot of them
no.
are.
I
Well,
mean,
Like Jim Kelly, unbelievable.
they're a high caliber players who made it. They made it to the show. And whether it's fair that they make $100,000 for hitting a baseball, I mean, I think they try to calculate A-Rod once how much he makes each at bat and each swing. Now, I don't remember the stats, but it was ridiculous. I mean,
They make me
it was a salary of someone, you know, it was triple, quadruple of
makes me happy
anyone's,
that they do that.
do what?
Play ball and win. The
I,
Mets.
I mean,
I don't care about any other team.
that's. I mean, they earn it.
I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about the salary, but
No, I'm
yeah,
saying
I
they
mean,
earn it.
that's what
They
it
earn it
is
because
now.
of the money. The money that the owners are making from
Right.
television rights, from
Mhm. Right.
advertising rights.
Yeah.
But the
They
question
make-
is,
And sponsors, they get.
when one of them loses, when they lose a championship or a game, I don't feel sorry for them because they're not losing their World Series bonus
But
or the Super
feel
Bowl
sorry
bonus.
for the fans that's who you feel sorry for.
That's
who
who I
live and
feel
breathe.
sorry for me.
Anyway,
Right,
guys, I feel sorry for us because we ran out of time.
We did.
Oh, happy
Oh,
VD,
man.
everyone, a day
We-
late.
Listen, we got to go to Area 51.
Okay,
People, if you're in Nevada, go visit an alien.
Maybe we'll do a show from it.
I would.
Meantime, if we have any aliens listening to this show, please
Yeah.
contact us.
Yes.
Contact me at malcolmpresents@gmail.com.
There you
I'd
go.
love to have you as a guest.
Okay.
And I would love for anyone to videotape themselves mooning the satellites.
There you go.
Oh,
I'm not quite sure about that.
Paula, how about you being
no.
how about you being the first?
Yeah.
I've already mooned. I've mooned a lot of people,
No, on
including
tape?
Maxine's brothers.
Phil mooned me in a car when we were doing the Anthem tour in Texas, of all places.
In the same car or
no, we had two cars.
No.
So he was a passenger. He was in the passenger seat. He moons me, and then I think Les was driving our car. I don't know who was driving.
And he almost crashed.
So then what I did was I said, go around, make sure that Phil can see me, and I sunned him. I pulled my top, I pulled my bra, and I sunned him. 2 minutes later, there was a police car on the other side of the road, and if we would have still been doing it then, we would have been in jail.
Guys, with that image,
I sunned my brother after he mooned me. Goodbye.
With that, I don't want to know anymore.
That's about as far as it's got.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye.
Let's go Mets. Let's go Dodgers.
Let's go Mets.
Woohoo!
DeGrom is gone.